All right, so let's go over this market. Yes, it's Friday. The weekend is finally here. It's January 22nd, 4:23 when I'm making this video. And we're going to just talk about the highlights. You're looking at them, right? The Dow's down, the S&P's down. Hey, everything's all good if you're in the NASDAQ, the Russell, and the VIX. I know you're not in the VIX, but I guess maybe you bought some puts. A little nervous that the market's kind of toppy. But yes, the VIX is up 0.59, 2%. We actually don't want to see that. If my prediction comes true that we go down, I really want to see us break 20. All right, so let's talk about the market real quick. Hey, if this is your first time watching the video, subscribe, hit the bell. I do this almost every day, and I kind of talk about some trades and, you know, just kind of review the market. And I go live, and I want to talk about what you want to talk about, especially on those live videos. All right, so here, look. There's the heat map. Look, Dow, thanks to Intel and IBM. I think IBM, is IBM still in the Dow? Not sure. Anyway, yeah, that's thanks to them. Dow down 179, NASDAQ up, right? If you're in the NASDAQ, you can see it opened way down here. People want in. People want in. And I want to show you something. Remind me, I tell you what, I'm going to show you as soon as we go to the charts because there's some interesting I noticed about the NASDAQ. And then the S&P. The S&P finished down 11 points. So the NASDAQ is hot, right? If you look at the heat map, that's not the heat map. This is the heat map. If you look at the heat map, Microsoft Fang is up. Why? Because next week, man, today was like the pregame. Next week is the actual game. Next week is the Super Bowl of earnings for the most part. Damn near everybody that's important is going to be reporting next week. A lot of these companies, and those are the reasons why they're up, I guess, running into the earnings. Amazon didn't. You know, the market brought down Amazon even though the NASDAQ finished higher. So that kind of made me scratch my head a little bit. Tesla's up. You know what's funny? I was looking at, these Visa, MasterCard, they're really getting no traction. You know, it almost makes me think they're basically saying that the market, we're not the comeback. Right, the reopening trade is not really going to happen like we think it is, because these stocks should be up if you know, if everybody gets the shot and we kind of go back to normal. If normal's on the horizon, those stocks should be up. PayPal, the new Visa, and MasterCard. This is the S&P 500, and Square would probably be on here as well. Let's see what Square did today. Square's up like I thought, yeah, 3.26. There's people predicting that Square or PayPal is going to be the biggest financial company in the world. One of them is Kathy Wood, and I think a lot of people agree with her. I want to get in. Actually, I own some PayPal call spreads. Perfect chart. Look how it's just right up, consolidate up. This leg should be as high as this leg if all goes good. You just got to find a down day and get in because this thing just doesn't go down. Hey, this is what I wanted to show you real quick. Let's look at the SPY, right? Check out the SPY. What I want you to look at is over the years. This is a monthly chart. Look, this is the volume, and this is the monthly average volume. I think it prints every 50 days, right? It's a 50-day moving average of the volume. 50-month moving average, all right, because this is a monthly chart. And just look how it just goes down, 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 down. Volume is totally coming out of the SPY. Now, this is the SPY ETF, okay? It's not necessarily talking about the market, right? But here's something. Let's pull up the Qs. What's going on with the Qs? Look at the Qs. Nice chart. And the Qs, if you look really tight, it's actually going higher, right? The volume is coming into the Qs over the years. It was coming down to right about here, to right about mid-2016, and then it's just been kind of slowly getting higher, right? So to me, if there's a story behind that, it's probably saying that the Qs can probably run a little bit longer. I'm just saying, kind of like, if you look here, 2008, see how it was kind of way up here? Look how much the volume was in the Qs. And then it tanked. And then it's just coming out. It's just out. It's just interesting looking at how we had all this volume. Everyone is supposed to be trading right now, and the volume is not there. Are they just in the stocks directly? And maybe they're just not in the Qs? I don't know. But right, just kind of. So maybe we're going to still have some running room as the volume increases and then hits that plateau like it did here in 2008. You know, so just something to think about. All right, so let's talk about stocks. All right, I'm going to talk about the stocks I was looking at, kind of hit the board. Palantir. Oh, man. A stock I wanted to get in. I was thinking about getting into this consolidation, and wow, up 25% today. I'm sorry, I don't know what the news was. There could have been a news event, right? But this stock is going higher. I'm sure it's going to break that high and go higher. I would like to actually just get a little piece of it. I'd like to get maybe a little pullback on the thing. I was really close to pulling the trigger, and wow, just left without me. And that's what this market does. It's either all or nothing in this thing. It's just insane, man. Insane. So there's Palantir. There's another stock that's interesting, Gamestop. The stock has been ripping since they reported something. I don't know. But this is the daily chart. So from there, from basically 7 days ago, the stock is up 300%. Everyone is caught off guard because everyone is basically short, and they said something positive, and pow! Wow, let me tell you something. This stock is still going to zero. I don't care what anybody says. As long they need to change their plan. They sell games disc. They sell discs that go into the PS5s, all that stuff. It's going discless. You better come up with a new plan quick. I'm just saying, is there something I'm missing? Okay, I know this is short, basically, short squeeze. But once the short squeeze is over, it's probably safe to ride this thing back down to zero. Because I think eventually it ends there. Unless it's something I don't know about GameStop. I know they rip off kids and they sell expensive shit. Okay? So, and they sell disc and stuff when you can just go online and download it. So I don't understand how their business is going to be viable through the years to come. All right, and that's why everyone was on the short side. So something was reported that was positive, and you got the 300% short squeeze. Wow, unbelievable. That top right there, that 76, that might actually be the top. Let's look at the maybe hourly, see what happened here. Yeah, that might be the top. So keep an eye on that. I wouldn't short it. Maybe if you can get some puts will probably be super expensive, but I don't know, man. I might have to cough up the money for the puts. But I don't think this stock is coming back alive. I think it's going to be like a Kodak, right? Kodak. Pull up, is it EK? You remember what happened to Kodak, and they thought, look, I can't even pull it up. Did they delist it? Is it just not a stock no more? I got nothing. I got nothing on the Kodak. There it is. Oh my gosh, I got no weekly. What is this? It's not giving me an hourly. Yeah, it's giving me nothing here. Nothing short. Just this monthly. If I pull up here, can't see where that spike was. Am I even looking at the right chart? I don't even know. I don't know. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, so let's talk about Amzn. We'll just go over the Fangs. They report next week, and you know, just looking at the setup, they had a very nice week. This is the monthly candle. Oh, let me tell you something. If that was a week, this is an awesome looking candle for the month. Couple of days left to go. If this thing can stay like that, oh man, Amazon's going a lot higher. Looking at the monthly, but that last candle's still drawn. Weekly candle, the weeklies look beautiful. You see, I got that arrow drawn up. It's going to break out. I'm sure it's going to break up or down when this earnings come. It's going to break out of that channel, but most likely it will break to the upside. We've seen what happened to Netflix. By the way, Netflix was down today, and I guess it's just taking a little breather. That was a hell of an earnings. Caught everybody off guard. But here's the thing. Look at the channel. And this is what I worry about some of the other stocks as well, like the Amazon and Google. See how it hit the top of that range? It's coming back in. It did not break through on earnings. It actually tells me it could sink to the bottom of this channel. It could sink, and there's something to be wary about. When all of these fangs report, earnings season is basically considered over, and generally if there's no good news on the horizon, generally that's when the markets just kind of, it sells off. It's just done. All the anticipation of something beautiful happen is just gone. Okay, so there's nothing to look forward to. Hopefully there's stimulus or something in the air, or stocks will probably pull back, just like Netflix did. So you see how the Googles and not Amazon, the Google, Apple, Facebook is up today. We'll look at those real quick. Right, there's the weekly, nice bounce off the bottom. I pointed that out in a video a couple of days ago. I was like, here's a chance to get in. Facebook did bother me because look at that. It just curved. It just looked like it wanted to crash through support, but it did bounce here. Hey, earnings is coming up. Who knows what they're going to say? I remember that earnings not too long ago where Facebook lost 20%. It was the biggest decline in any S&P 500 company in history. It was crazy. So hopefully they don't say something weird, because that's what will happen. They'll just crash right through. It's weird how all the fangs kind of stayed sideways. This one actually came down. So this run, let me tell you, it's just a run into earnings. I think it goes higher, but I don't know. Why did it do that? Okay. Is it the government? Did they kind of, they're going to break up Facebook, Twitter, I don't know. But it did something that the other fangs did not do. Right, so we looked at Amazon, we looked at Google real quick. This is the best series. Already broke through earnings, not even here yet. Not here, broke through. See, Netflix did it with earnings, incredible earnings day, and didn't break through. This one broke through already. But what bothers me about Google now, because it had a hell of a run. A hell of a run going into earnings. Gosh, from there, just 5 days ago, it's up 13%. This mega $1 trillion worth of a company. 13% in 5 days. Going into earnings, this could be the run. I don't know. And it's already busted out the channel. So let's wait and see. What's the last one? Apple. All right, Apple's beautiful. That's a chart. This one looks like, even though it ran into earnings, looking at the way it looks like it's just ready to, it's still right there, right at the top of the channel, ready to blow through. I actually like that setup right there. So if I predict out of all of them, I was liking Google, but Google ran already. I'm liking Apple. I'm liking Apple's run right there. Let me pat myself on the back with this stock, Ford. I've been giving this guy. I can't even speak. Hopefully you guys made money. I gave it to you. Remember the circles right there? I was like, it's breaking out. I was giving this to you at $8.50. It's $11.52. I've been selling puts in the stock, selling call. I'm making all kinds of money on this. I'm gonna get pulled out of my 100 shares because I sold a 10. This is how fast it's been. It broke like 9. 10 or something. It was like $9.10. I sold the 10 30 days out. The thing's already $11.52. So I'm going to just lose those shares and I'll just keep selling puts. And I'll keep my now 200 shares. I had 300 shares. I was selling puts, and if I got assigned, I'll just keep them. I have 400 shares. That was the plan. But the puts are winning. I'm not really getting the shares because, that's all good. I'm making money on the puts, but I'm not getting the shares. And I kind of want the shares with this thing is ripping. But I still just decided to sell puts, and I still think you can. Oh, man. It's going to... Remember, they also had a dividend. And I have a feeling that might be around the corner. Be another catalyst. Oh, we are bringing a dividend back. And when it went away, it was somewhere around 5%. Yeah, we're bringing the dividend back. Then it's going to go even higher. But anyway... The breakout, you're looking at it. This one was obvious. It was a piece of cake. 7-year breakout, whatever. It looks like it still wants to go higher. I actually sold 2 more calls at the 14, 30 days out, 14, somewhere over here. Well, not way down there, but somewhere, hopefully it doesn't get to there. Sold them for 33 cents each. Hopefully I could still keep my shares. I don't want to give them up. All right, so, that's Ford. General Motors doing the same thing. I'm in this. I got some way out of the money calls expired 2 years out on this one. Look at the breakout. Didn't even hesitate in here in the range, right? Didn't hesitate, just blew it off, blew the doors off. And that's what I think is going to happen to Apple, right? Just going to blow right through. It's beautiful, right? The U.S. automakers are back, coming back in a big way, you know. So just EVs. Speaking of EVs, we'll pull up Tesla, and no change there. Looks like we're getting ready to go back to make 5% a day. Oh man, look at the daily. Oh, look at that, how it's just coming in sideways. I love sideways action here on Dre Trades. You see, I thought it was going to go sideways here. That's why this gray box is here. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Oh, not that. Let's go ahead and delete that gray box there. And let's redraw it where it actually is. I say we break out of here and go higher. Neo, same thing. Nice day today, up 6%. It had a little strong pullback here, but there's your pullback, right? That's the pullback. You can see I got highlighted. Looks like I thought it was going to fill that gap area right here, but it didn't. It's just decided it's not. And it's going to just go higher, right? Stochastic volume. Everything looks good for this thing to go higher. All right, let's pull up Walmart real quick. And the reason why I'm pulling this up, this is for you put sellers. You put sellers. Walmart reports earnings February 18th. So you still almost got a month away. Support right there, right? Support in this area. You're probably clear to sell puts in here. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm selling like the 135, 130. I'm kind of in here. Just collecting some money, collecting some premium just before earnings. You don't want to sell the week of earnings because that premium will never evaporate to zero, okay? Because you have an event. So I'm selling the options that expire before February 18th. I think we're safe, you know. So you got beautiful support, came down, going into earnings. I like that setup. All right, so that's it for the most part. Yeah, that's all I'm going to talk about. Let me know if you liked this video. Always put down your stocks that you want me to talk about, and I'll talk about them in a future video. I just kind of show you what I'm doing, right? For the most part. I'm in some of the reopening stocks, and they didn't get a boost this week. It's kind of disappointing. I'm in the booking. Yeah, that's kind of terrible. I thought we can get the breakout here and look at the pullback. And this is what I'm worried about, some of the bigger stops as well, right? You know, I'm in the leaps, so I'm not really concerned about this yet. But you never know, man. You never know. For some reason, these stocks, by the way, I want to pull up the Visa and the MasterCard. For some reason, these stocks, the reopening, some of the stocks are telling us that things are not going to go as planned. They shouldn't be coming in like this. There's Visa. I mean, that's a monthly. Let's pull up the 4-hour. Look at that tumble, right? They didn't even report yet, right? From there to here. Down almost 9%. It is 9%, not almost 9%. It's down 9% for the most part in, here's my days, in 24 days. It's almost correction right there, right? MasterCard, let's pull up MasterCard, similar. Let's go to that high on the first and down 9.6 in 20. Actually, that's 15. Oh, here we go. In 20 days. Look at that. It's off the low because the low was actually in 15 days from the high, which was, what day was this low? January 15th. So that one's actually making a little comeback. Let me go back to Visa a little bit. And Visa is also kind of revisiting that low. So what's going on here? Right? It just makes you just go, I don't know. I just don't believe that they should be down like that, going into earnings even, right? So there's something to think about. Yeah, so let me know if you like these videos. Hey, I need you to hit the bell. I need you to subscribe and hit the bell because I go live. Most likely I'll go live this weekend and we can talk. All right, we can talk. Subscribe. I said that already. I mean, share. Share it on your Twitter, man. Just one click, like it, all that stuff. I'm trying to get out there, trying to get my name out there. Everyone needs to know about Dre Trades because a lot of the things I go over, it's like fire, FYA, fire. I hope y'all had a good trading week, man. This is Dre. I'm out.